Hello everyone and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Trina seems to be an accomplice. Willow frames Kai for Drew's shooting. Spoilers for General Hospital GH indicate that Kathleen McMillan's Willow Kane may already have a strategy in place to deal with the danger that Trina Robinson and Jane's Austrina trap cause. Willow is understandably anxious now that she knows Trina and Kai are aware of her secret shooter. That night, while Kai and Trina were in the house, they heard Twinkle Twinkle Little Star while they slept. Wiley Corinthus' Byron Weaver ringtone belonged to Willow, which Trina and Kai didn't discover until much later. Willow was acquitted in the court, despite Kai and Trina's deduction that she was the one who fired the gun that killed Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson. Even though she managed to avoid punishment, Willow is still keen on keeping the facts hidden because it could jeopardize her custody case and her place in Congress. For this reason, Willow may be hatching a scheme to shift the blame onto Trina and Kai. Ultimately, the night Kai entered the residence with his key, there are fingerprints all over the bag since Kai picked it up when he was there. In GH's April 6 episode, Willow reported that her chief of staff was insisting on doing new background checks for everyone in her office, including Kai. That provided Willow an opening to question Harrison Chase, Josh Swicker, if he recalled Kai's name coming up in the Drew shooting inquiry. Chase is incredibly impersonable when it comes to Willow, so she may give him the nudge he needs to dig for information surrounding Kai. Will Chase eventually come to believe Kai might have pulled the trigger? Regardless, Willow might build a cloud of suspicion over Kai and even Trina, which would make any allegations they might hurl at her seem like an attempt to throw suspicion off themselves. Perhaps Willow will make it sound like Trina recruited Kai to assist her get rid of Drew for targeting her parents. Drew blackmailed Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, and intimidated Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, to keep him in his line as well. So, Trina and Kai had a motivation to want Drew gone. The background check item was likely something Willow made up to give her an excuse to ask about Kai. However, if it's real, maybe something buried in Kai's history could work to Willow's favor, even if she needs to arrange a fake red flag with Jane Sidwell's Carlo Rhoda help. Whatever the case, it simply feels like Willow will somehow try to swing all this background on Kai and Trina. Willow might at least threaten to take Trina and Kai down for Drew's shooting if they dare to come forward with what they know. General Hospital spoilers predict Willow will make some worrisome moves along the road, so remain with us for all the stunning news and troubling events to come. General Hospital spoilers. Jason's son in danger. Danny Sidwell payback goes wrong? General Hospital spoilers claim that Danny, Morgan, Asher, and Tennyson will soon be on a quest to take Jane Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda down. After the discussion Danny heard in the April 6 episode, it's obvious to tell that he plans to go after Sidwell. Rick Lansin, Rick Hurst, held Sidwell responsible for the mess on Pier 55 and insisted Sidwell was the reason Jason Morgan, Steve Burton got taken away. So, Danny has someone specific to blame. That's exactly what Danny is seeking for as he attempts to cope with all his grief and anger. Danny wants to be useful somehow since he feels so helpless when it comes to Jason's imprisonment. Unfortunately, Danny may be underestimating who he's dealing with. Sidwell is a total threat to society and could unleash his wrath on Danny if he learns out the retribution plot. Danny might even drag Charlotte Cassadine, Lucy Burke into this and make things extra perilous. Regardless, Jason's son is undoubtedly at jeopardy now that Danny is going to be scheming retribution. Of course, Sidwell already has a cause to potentially go after Danny as he thinks Jason must have taken out Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo under Sonny Corinthos Morris Bernard orders. Sidwell primarily wants Sonny to pay, but he surely wouldn't mind letting Jason suffer a bit more. Since Sidwell is grieving the loss of Marco, may he try to make sure Jason grieves the loss of Danny too? Even if Sidwell finds out the truth about Ross Cullum, Andrew Hawks, killing Marco from Britt Westbourne, Kelly Tybott, or someone else, that doesn't mean Danny will be out of the danger zone. Danny's decision to go after Sibyl could still make him a target, so he'd better approach the caution. One false decision could turn this plot into a nightmare with deadly consequences. Danny might face catastrophic injuries and a major GH issue depending on where things go from here. Will this escalate into a medical emergency that leaves Alexis Davis and all Danny's other loved ones fearing the worst? General Hospital spoilers predict Danny will make some choices that could lead to terrible news, so don't miss all the action. General Hospital spoilers: Jordan and Curtis car crash, Valentine and Carly risk it all to save them? General Hospital spoilers teasers for the week of April 6 to 10 predict that Jordan Ashford and Curtis Ashford will wind up in a horrible automobile crash. It sounds like Carly Spencer and Valentine Cassadine will be on the same road when something happens. Will they risk it all to save them? Here's what we know. The car crash rocks Port Charles. The General Hospital teasers for the week of April 6 to 10 indicate some fascinating times ahead. It looks like Curtis and Jordan will be involved of a car crash, and as luck will have it, Carly and Valentine will be driving along at the same moment. Valentine is a fugitive of the law, while the blonde is stashing him away in her residence. While it is unclear where either couple is traveling, Valentine and Carly stopping to help anyone poses a big risk of Valentine getting caught and brought back to Steinmore. With that stated, it doesn't sound like Carly or Valentine could just keep driving, especially if they witness someone in need of help during a life-or-death crisis. Still, will they endanger Valentine's freedom by stopping? Will Curtis and Jordan notice Valentine? Carly and Valentine will certainly see Jordan or Curtis's car mangled and hauled. Carly and Valentine could surmise that if they aid the couple, Valentine could disappear into the woods once the authorities arrive. As it looks, the vehicle crash takes place someplace outside of town. While both Jordan and Curtis may be unconscious when the blonde and the WSB fugitive stop, may either party come to long enough to see that Valentine is there? Could one of them make a statement about it when the police arrive? There's also the question of what Carly and Valentine do to help. If Carly and Valentine need to pull out Jordan and Curtis before their car explodes, authorities may raise an eyebrow if Carly is left standing there on her own once the ambulance and cops come. It might be a circumstance where one person couldn't have done all the saving by themselves. So will Carly be on anyone's radar after the fact, especially Jack Brennan's? Will she get questioned about someone else being the scene of the crime? Will Carly and Valentine risk it all to save Jordan and Curtis? Share your opinions below. GH fans don't trust Isaiah, and this is why. Isaiah is envious and insecure, but is that all? General Hospital's Isaiah is annoying fans more and more every day. He arrived in Port Charles as a hero, but he has turned into a zero, and fans do not trust him. Something may be awry with this guy. Key takeaways. Isaiah is not the hero he started as. Isaiah appears quite jealous of Curtis. The family is decorating the nursery collectively, which is making Isaiah mad. Is he just a bit envious, or is there something more going on? Isaiah is desperate to keep Portia. Isaiah comes to Port Charles as Lucky's companion in crime. He saved Lulu's life and developed a romance with Jordan. Once Lucky departed town, Dr. Gannon didn't have anything going on. He became GH's shoulder to weep on till they blossomed into an affair with Portia. She is now pregnant with her Curtis Turner, who just explained how his character baby, and Isaiah appears determined to keep her away from her former. Portia and Curtis are trying to keep a healthy relationship for Trina, Tabiana, Ali, and the new baby. But Isaiah doesn't seem happy with the scenario. His jealousy is clear. Many fans believe that he is considerably more furious about Curtis being the father than he is letting on. His attitude may be the plain old green-eyed monster or something more. We don't know anything about Isaiah's past story or where he comes from. His jealousy may grow out of control. The nursery. GH is making a big deal about the baby's nursery, and there may be a reason behind it. Stella Varney Watson recommended decorating the room as a family project, and everyone was on board except Isaiah. If the whole family is working on the nursery, that would indicate that Portia and Curtis will be spending time together planning for their child. This is not sitting right with Dr. Gannon. Curtis is satisfied with Jordan, but Isaiah still sees him as a threat. Fans are anticipating he could fall off the deep end and are taking note of his cottage being far off and inaccessible. Not trusting Isaiah was the consensus amongst fans. One observer remarked, "Gives low-key creepy vibes." There are also a few remarks like this one. "He is a manipulator. That's why he wanted her far out in the cabin." What do you think about Isaiah? Is he just a bit envious, or will he snap? General Hospital's Willow is about to pull a supervillain move that will decimate half of Port Charles. Well, we're happy that Willow does have some constraints on General Hospital. Trying to kill and then crippling and tormenting a man like Drew is one thing. Doing the same to a good guy like Kai is entirely different. We feared a bit about his and Trina's safety after Willow overheard the two chatting on about how she shot her husband, but it's clear Willow's about to go an altogether different path to cope with this menace. She's planning to use Chase to frame Kai. On Monday, she casually wove into the conversation a completely left-field question about whether Kai was ever a suspect in her husband's shooting, and with Chase all appreciative for her support and blindly believing she'll likely persuade him further into pushing Kai's name as Drew's shooter. It shouldn't be that hard. With her trespassing, concealing information from the police, and the basketball bat the police have. And once he's a suspect, then Trina's a co-conspirator, and everything they say to the contrary is suspicious. Willow will sink Kai, Trina, and if she must, we have a feeling she'll take down Alexis as well. Because Willow's former lawyer knows what truly occurred too, and she is tied into all kinds of legal quandaries that might cost her her license and potentially Scout. Does anyone think Drew will be thrilled when he's finally free from Willow to hear that Alexis could have stopped her client before he was injected and didn't? And to top it all off, we all know this will fall apart soon, and when it does, Chase will again be left with an egg on his face. This will be his third strike at the PCPD. First his demotion, then the dubious framing of Michael, and ultimately Kai. Even if Dante doesn't think he's willingly framing people, he has still demonstrated himself incapable of being objective, if not downright enslaved to Willow. That's got to be it for his profession, and with Willow in the mix, we wouldn't be surprised his marriage is toast too. So yeah, Willow may not be out of actually killing anyone, but the trail of destruction she's about to leave in her wake will be practically inconceivable. Cassius's ultimatum. Christina danger looming, Dante demands truth. On the GH, a terrible ultimatum puts Brit in risk as secret starts to emerge. Christina celebrates, but Dante pushes for answers and tension grows. Cassius Payson or Nathan West, Ryan Pavey to present an ultimatum to Brit Westbourne, Kelly Tybalt. Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monty gets ready for her special night. Plus Giovanni Gio Palmieri supports Trina Robinson. Key take it. Brit receives a dangerous ultimatum. Dante asks the truth concerning a secret Christina celebrates amid approaching peril. Gio encourages Trina on a big moment. A dating night takes a worrisome turn. Date night devastation. Let's start off with one couple who has a date night. However, the night goes horribly wrong. The date night could be one of various couples. From a previous clip, it appears that it might be Jordan Ashford and Curtis Ashford. We watch them getting intimate, but may something disturb their moment? Trina Robinson's supporter. Then we see Trina, who was just revealing how frightened she was to perform in front of everyone. Just when she gets nervous, Gio is immediately there. Extending a hand, Gio says they can get through this together. A father's demand. Dante Falconari senses something is up. The man demands the true from Lulu Spencer and Rocco Falconeri. The commissioner claims they are holding a secret and he wants to know what. One man's ultimatum. Over with Brit, she faces a tough ultimatum. As she sits and listens, Cassius aka Nathan gives her a demand. She either delivers or she's on her own. The tone he adopts is incredibly harsh and is far different from Nathan's typical voice. Lucky Coe cautioned. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, April 7 show that Brooklyn Quartermain gets tangled up with Lucy Coe. However, she isn't delighted by Lucy's report. The young woman screams that Lucy can't conduct a business this way. Curtis Ashford's question. Curtis Ashford and Jordan Ashford are alone together. Jordan peeks over his shoulder, staring at something with him. Then Curtis replies that it's just up to her. Christina Corinthos Davis celebrates. As for Christina, she'll be dolled up and ready for Charlie's pub reopening. Sonny Corinthos promises her that it's going to be a terrific night. However, with Jane Sidwell trying to punish Sonny, Christina could finish up collateral damage once again. It sounds like there could be more carnage between Sonny and Sidwell. However, what happens when Sidwell finally finds out who truly caused Marco Rios' death? General Hospital vet has the perfect response to a hater saying she wears too much makeup for her age. It seems as though everyone has an opinion these days, and for those in Hollywood, they face the brunt of a lot of internet criticism. Well, one former General Hospital actress recently clapped back with an unwanted remark and did it with class. Donnie Mills, ex-Madeline, has been in the industry for many years and as one of the most gorgeous actresses out there, has had notable roles on shows such as The Good Life, Love is a Many, Splendid Thing, North's Landing, Hilton Head Island, and other movies to boot. In fact, with over 110 credits to her name, it's very evident she is a mainstay and has done extremely well for herself, notwithstanding comments from the peanut gallery. The actress recently released a video on her Instagram in reaction to a comment regarding her appearance, and we have to stay points on to Mills for even giving this remark her time. While blacking out the user's name, props again for being the class act she is. She pointed to a comment stating, "You wear too much makeup for your age." After a chuckle, Mills replied, "I guess I didn't get the memo," then transferred herself into an elderly woman with no disrespect and asked, "Did you want me to look like this?" After another chuckle, she added, "Sorry, not sorry." The actress, back to wearing jeans and a leather jacket, made it obvious that she enjoys the way she looks, then wrapped up the message to the haters out there by stating, "This is my style, and style doesn't have an expiration date." Does it? Good for Mills. And for those of you who want to appear a specific way but worry if it works for your age, go for it. Because in the end, if you're content with the way you appear, that's all matters. Isaiah agrees to keep a secret. Secrets, apologies, and bold actions take center stage in Port Charles. Coming up on General Hospital on Wednesday, April 8, 2026, spoilers focus on Isaiah suddenly harboring a secret, Gio making an apology, and Carly springing to action. Isaiah falls into a scenario that demands him to keep a secret. Carly goes into action as danger looms. Gio delivers an apology while tensions grow around Britt and Cassius or Nathan. Isaiah the secret keeper. Isaiah remains a mystery. What we know about him is scant. We know that he's a kind, loving doctor that Sidwell took advantage of because he came to Port Charles, and that he is way into Portia after being way into Jordan. He was disappointed with Portia's kid turned out to be Curtis's, and he's all about the cabin that Lucky gifted him. He recently lost Marco on the operating table, but deaths like that don't seem to happen to him very often happily. Isaiah is about to enter into something that will need him to conceal a secret. As far as we know, he's someone people can trust to keep a secret. After all, Dr. Gannon has kept his history hidden from everyone since coming in for Charles. Nobody even asks him about his family or anything, and he's not providing out the info either. Whose secret will he be keeping? Carly, action hero. Carly is set to leap into action on Wednesday. This may happen while she is in a car with Valentine in GH's weekly video peek. Carly is a terrific person to have on your side when you know what goes down. She is already going scorched earth to get Joss out of the WSB and even committed treason to assist make that happen. And she will do whatever it takes to find Jason and defend the one she loves in this world. And this includes Lucas, who has elected to stay at Windermere even if Marco is gone. So, who profits from Carly springing to action on Tuesday? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel without missing any update.